Hello, we're going to do a screencast today on how to edit your webblocks.co website, and we'll get started now. All right, to begin editing, we'll need a web browser, and you can use either Google Chrome or Safari, and you'll need to use one of those two for editing. You should be able to use any browser to view your site, but for editing only, you'll need to either use Google Chrome or Safari. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is we'll go to webblocks.co, and I've got that set as my home page here. So you can see it's webblocks.co, and we'll click Edit Your Site. And what that should do is take you to a login page, and you should have you should have created an account by now. If you haven't done that, just click on Create an Account and make your account. And so I am user at example.com. I'll type my password here, and I'll say login, and I'll go ahead and let it save for that. Okay, once you're logged in, you should be able to see your side menu, and your side menu is going to be there anytime you're logged in or anytime it knows who you are. And so at this point, the only thing we have is we have the ability to log out or to go to My Sites. So we'll go to My Sites, and the only site we have is example.com. So we're going to click Edit, and that should take you to example.com. You can see that we're in edit mode, and so you can check this box, and when there's no check on edit mode, if you notice when I move my mouse around, nothing happens. But once I go into edit mode, as I move my mouse, different areas on the screen become editable, and it draws a box around them and gives you a little menu where you can edit the different areas and different options for the different things that are there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do with our site is we're going to create a menu bar at the top. And so if you think about our site right now, there's no menu at the top. And down here we have this thing called Early Bird Specials, another one Certified Organic, and then the 50-cent coffee. And notice none of those are clickable at this point. And normally you should be able to click on your logo at the top, and that should take you back to the home page. So those are things that we're going to need to do with our site. So the first thing we'll do is we'll create our menu. So we go into edit mode by clicking edit mode, and we will hover our menu, and we're going to add our first menu item. Okay? Now we don't have any menu items at this point, so we'll go ahead and add them. Let me show you. I've created a homepage notes page that has kind of shows you what I plan on doing here. For our site navigation, I'm going to have a home, our menu, and an about us. And then some other pages that we have to consider will be our early bird special, our certified organic, and our 50-cent coffee. And so that's kind of the plan of attack. That's what we plan to cover in this video, how to set all those things up. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go in here and we'll add a new link. We're going to call this home, and the address for that is just /home. Okay, let's take a little bit to look at our address here. If we look up here in our address bar, you'll notice the first thing is this @webblocks.co and then the slash. The reason that's there is because this site isn't live. When the site becomes live, that part of the address will just go away, and it'll just be www.example.com. Okay? And so when it's not live, then we can always access it by going to @webblocks.co / and then the next part of our address is the domain, and that's basically that's just the name of our site. In this case, it's www.example.com. And the last part is the thing called the path, and in our case, our home page is always just /home. Okay. So down here, as we're creating this, we will make our home page /home. Let's add that. And now we want to create a second link, and that's our menu. Now, we don't have a page called our menu. So what we're going to do at this point is we're just going to name it as if it existed, and then we will show you how to create that in a little bit here. So we're going to name it our hyphen menu. Now, paths or the end part of the address right here, this slash home, they can't include, they can't have spaces or different characters, and they should be all lowercase. So to be safe, if you want to put some sort of spacing in there, just use the hyphen. The hyphen works well, and that makes it a little more optimized for search engines, and Google likes that better for when they try to crawl your site. So we'll add that. Okay, and the third thing we want is our About Us. And I'm going to come back to that one because that one we want to be a menu with a sub-menu on it. And so we'll explain how that works in just a second. Okay, so we've got our menu. When I close this window, you'll see that we now have our home page and our menu. Okay, so I can click on home. That'll take me to the home page. And then I can click on our menu. Remember, our menu doesn't exist. So when I click on that, it's going to just take me to this page that says this page doesn't exist. It's a 404 error. But since we're logged in, we can create a new page here and give us this option. That option wouldn't be available except in our case where we're logged in. So we're going to say create a new page here. And there, now we have a page called our menu. And to edit it, we'll just hover over it, and it draws the little orange box around it, and we'll click Edit Page. And I have some text in my clipboard, I think, so I will just paste that in. And we'll see how that looks. And so there, we've now created our menu page for our example.com website. Okay? So the next thing let's talk about is we're going to build our About Us page. Now our About Us page is going to have sub-menus under it, or sub-pages under it. So to build that, we do it very similar to the way we did our menu. We'll edit our menu, hit Add a New Link, and we want this to be called About Us. But what we will do is this is going to have a menu. So a menu is basically any path that's longer than one segment. So that just means I can put something like /about/ home. Okay? And home is a quick way to say I want to go to the top menu item. So I'm going to just call this About and Home. And notice I've got two segments. I've got the /about and I've got the /home. So in our case, our menu is called About and our page will be called Home. All right, so let's add that. And so now we've got our home. We can go to our home page. We have our menu, and we have, I'm going to take it out of edit mode, and we have our About Us page. And so I'll click on that. And notice that takes us to this page here where it says this is a redirect page. Users are normally redirected to the first menu item. But in our case, we don't have a first menu item because we haven't built it yet. So we'll go back into edit mode and we will edit this menu the same way we did before. So let's add a new link, and we want our links to be contact us. Oops. And so that's going to be /about/ contact us. And I'll just say contact-us. Add. And let's add another new link. And this one will be hours of operation. And so that's going to be about / and we'll just call it hours. And we'll add one more link, and that's going to be our history. And that's /about/ history. So when I close that, now what I get is I get the same 404 error, but I have my menu. I have contact us, I have hours of operation, and I have history. Okay. So we'll create those pages the same way we did before. We'll click create a new page here, and it'll make the page. We'll edit it, and we'll just kind of make that say contact us, and I will paste my boilerplate text in there, and now I have our contact us page. I can follow suit with the same thing, and I can do that with our hours page. And I can also do that with our history page. And of course I'm not putting anything in here, just some lorem ipsum type text. Okay, so what we've done is we've created our home menu, or our home one already exists. Let's go out of edit mode so we can kind of see it without those things. And so I can click on my home, I can click on our menu, and that's a page without a menu. I can click on About Us, and this has the side menu on it. And under About Us, we have Contact Us, Hours of Operation, and History. All right. So it looks like we've got our top menu looking the way we want it. Now let's talk about, well, we'll get to this in just a second. Let's talk about this top graphic here. I want to make it to where when you click on Rooster's Breakfast Diner, it'll take you to the home page. So if I'm here, I should be able to click on Rooster's Breakfast Diner, and it should get me to the home page. So to do that, let's go into edit mode, and we'll hover our image, and let's hit edit links on this image. Okay, and this is an image link editor, and it works pretty much the same way. You're going to create your path. In this case, we want to go to home, and we're going to call that home. And these two little buttons here stand for top left and bottom right. So we start by clicking on top left, and I'm going to click the top left area of where I want my hot link to be. Right there. And now I'm going to click on bottom right, and I'm going to click on the bottom right of where I want my hot link to be. Okay, so you can see it put the blue box, and that's going to be clickable. So I'll hit save, and I'll close this. And so let's go out of edit mode. And you can see I can click this, and it takes me to the home page. So no matter where I'm at, I can click the link, and it takes me to the home page. Okay, and we're going to do a similar thing with the early bird specials, the certified organic, and the 50-cent coffee. So let's go back into edit mode, and let's edit our links on that. And so for our early bird special, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the early bird special and the 50-cent coffee. I'm going to have both of those go to our menu page. And so let me remember what our menu is. It is our -menu, right? So let's say edit links, and we're going to call this -menu. That's where we want to go to, and the text will be early bird specials. And I click on top left, and put that about right there. Bottom right, and I'll put it about right there. Okay, and so we want to do a similar one for certified organic. And so for that one, let's just create a page. Or we'll make our page certified -organic. And so I'll click my top left, and I'll put that about right there. And it remembered my sizing from before, but I'm going to still change it just a little bit. There's my bottom right. And the last one is the 50-cent cup of coffee, and I'm going to have that take us to our menu as well. So I don't have to create. So I'll put my top left right there, and my bottom right there. Okay, so I have my hot link for 1, 2, and 3, and they go to our menu, certified organic, and our menu. So I'll hit save. I will close that, and I will go out of edit mode just for a second here. And so you can see as I hover, this is now a link clickable. You see my menu, my mouse change, and this one's clickable and this one's clickable. So early bird specials should just take us to our menu, which we've already created. So let's go back to home. And 50-cent coffee should go to our menu. We'll go back to home. And certified organic, that page has not been made yet, so when we click it, it should prompt us to create a new page there. And so let's create a new page, and we'll go into edit mode, and we'll edit this page. And I'll just paste some of my Lorem Ipsum in there. Okay, so we've been able to successfully create our menu across the top. You can go to the different items. We've created a menu with a sub-menu, and we've also made the logo clickable so that it takes us back to our home page, and we've also created the links on this image map here. So I can go to early bird specials, I can go to certified organic, and I can go to 50-cent coffee. So that should do it for this screencast. Hopefully that'll get you started and you'll be able to start editing your website.